Hello everyone, welcome back once again. So today we are going to start RIP as well as IP assignment. So today it was the main focus to start the RIP, but I just thought to introduce you the IP assignment because I feel that you guys are little weak in subnetting and you are not confident enough to assign the IP addresses to the different routers, or if you have the pool of the IP address, then how to effectively use them. Okay, so let's go to first packet tracer and try to understand that why we need it, and then we will understand subnetting. Okay, so I have taken one network, and to save the time I have created it already. So there is no configuration on this network, but there is a just the diagram, and I have mentioned the IP addresses as well somewhere, if you see, right? So like here, I have assigned this 10.1.1 128/27. So first, I just want to tell you that I have taken the subnet of 10.1.0/27. So let us suppose you are having one small company, and in your company someone has given you, and you are the administrator of your company, or in fact the network department, network administrator, and the company has given you the pool of this 10.1.1.0/24 subnet. Okay, this one network they have given, this one network 10.1.1.0 network /24, and you have to use this one network to effectively use on this network. So now your job is to uh, assign the IP addresses on the different interfaces of the router. So you cannot assign one IP here. If you use the same network, you cannot use the IP address here on this network, on this one, as well as on this one, because the router has a feature that the interfaces of the router, means this interface as well as this interface, has to be on the different network, then only you can configure. If you have the same IP, or in fact the IP addresses of the same network, and you assign on this one as well as on this one, you cannot assign actually. In fact, when you give the same IP, in fact the IP addresses of the same network, the router will give you an error that you cannot assign it, and they belong to the same network, so you cannot assign that one. So in order to assign this one, because you have only one pool, right? In this pool, all the IP addresses, if you expand it from 0 to 255, you are having 256 IPs total, and they belong to only one network. If you do subnetting, then only they will go to the different network. So if I try to understand that how many networks you required, right? So obviously, if router needs a different network, then we have to use different networks in the router and then assign it. So first network we are going to use here, or in fact start from here. So first network you will use here, one. Then you will use second network, two. Then this is third network. Here it is fourth network. This is fifth network, and this is sixth network. So if you observe, then in the network 2, you need only two IP addresses, right? You need one IP address here and another IP addresses here. So if in this network 2, you need only two IP addresses, and the same thing is going to happen on the network 3. You need two IP addresses, one here and one here, right? And here if you take this pool /24, you have total 256 IP addresses, and they belong to the same network. So, and if you observe the network 4, here you are having around 4 computers, but in the practical scenarios it may be that they might be some more computers as well, right? Because this is just users. So they right now I have it at 2, but in your company it might be like 10 or 20, because there's a small company, so it might be this 10 or 20 employees on that one. So you need some, let's say 25 IP addresses here, and you have one more department that may be the department wise. Suppose this is a marketing department and you are having the uh, less 25 marketing guys only, but it might be the sales guys might be more in the company, or it depends on requirements. So for example, here let's say you are having 62 employees and there are 62 PCs on the network 1. And if you observe our network 5, here also you need only 2 IP addresses, one on this interface, another one on this interface. The same thing is going to happen on this network 6 and here as well here. So for the real time of feel, I have added one server also here. So it might be you can take the example of a Google server, that one Google server is there, and these employees from here and here, they will try to reach it this server. So that also you can just imagine. So we will try to uh, configure RIP protocol, that is a dynamic routing protocol. So we'll learn RIP, but before that one I just want to demonstrate you how to use these 256 IP addresses using subnetting. Okay, so to clearly tell you, I have a plan to show you in the Excel sheet, so that will give you clear idea. So let me open an Excel sheet here. Okay, this is here, and let's say you are having the pool of this 10 dot, let me write it here, 10 dot 1 dot 1 dot 0 slash 27, right? So in this slash 27 pool, you will be having an IP address from this 10 dot 1 dot 1 dot 0. Next IP address will be 10 dot 1 dot 1 dot 1. Another one will be 10 dot 1 dot 1 dot 2. Like that we can expand it, right? So that will go up to 255. So now here it goes 255. So that will be total 256 IPs going up to 255. We have seen the bits concept. We are having the 8 bits, right, in one octet, in fact the last octet. So that's why it is going up to the 255 only. If you convert the 8 8 bits as 1, and if you convert it into the decimal, you will be getting 255. So right now we are having one network, and that is having the first IP is 10.1.1.0, and the last IP we are having that 10.1.1.255, and that network will be this is network 10.1.0, that is called network. So this will be our network address, and the last one will be the broadcast address. So we are having only 254 usable IP. The total are 256 if you see the count here, right? So that is a 250, count is 256, means that we have total 256 IPs in this network 10.1.1.0, but 2 IP addresses are reserved, that is network address and broadcast address. So usable IP address will be up to this only. So these are the usable IP and they are count of 254 only, right? So but if you keep on using these IP addresses, suppose you keep on using the first IP like this one, this 10.1.1 and 10.1.2 in the our that is called routers. If you assign one IP here and one IP here, let me show you, otherwise I'm not feeling good that I'm not showing you the error. So let me just show you first, then you will feel no, and enable config t, right? So if I use the same IP address, right, this is SE010, so I'm going to go interface S010, and if I give IP address here, what was the first IP? 10.1.1.1. So IP address 10.1.1.1, 1, and the main thing in is subnet mask. So subnet mask I am giving the /24. /24 means 255.255.255.0. If I press enter, that is assigned, right? I have exited. Now I'm going to another interface. That interface is this. Right now I have assigned IP address on this one as 010. Now I'm going to this G0/0, this site. Okay, so interface Z0/0, and the IP address I'm using the next one 10.1.1.2, and the main thing is subnet mask. I'm giving the subnet mask same /24 because then it will show you the error. Oh, it does not. Okay, let me use one more, or if I have to put no shut. Okay, and then I have to interface S0/1/0, and then I have to put it not shut. Yes, so now it is showing you the error that incorrect IP address assignment. That was showing that because I have not put them up. So if you see that the first one what I have made it up, that accepted that 10.1.2, there is a no error in that one. But when I just enabled the port interface 0/1/0, it says that it overlaps with the gigabit Ethernet incorrect IP address assignment, right? So that is the error we are having. If we keep on using this subnet mask, it means that all belongs to the same network. All these IP addresses, we cannot assign it, right, of the routers. So for that purpose, what we are going to do, we are going to use the different subnet. So we will use the concept of subnetting. So first what I will do, I will just divide these, because I have given you the example that in one of the network, this network, it might be the case that we have to use the 62 or 64 IP addresses. So I just thought to divide these IP addresses in the 4 blocks first, and then after dividing it, then we will further divide it. Let's try to understand. First time what I'm doing to do, I am making it, oh, it was, sorry, it was /24 for earlier, and now I'm going to do it /27. Okay, earlier it was /24, that's why we use 255.255.255.0, but now we are going to use on the /27. Means that we have 2 bits we have borrowed from the host part and we have made the network part. So it means that now we are having the first 64 IP addresses. That is the first network 64, and after that one, that is going to be the second subnet of the 64 IP. 64, I am control X and I am putting on this one. Okay, and let me insert one row here. So this is our first subnet, and that first subnet of this /27. Okay, and this is the second subnet. I will copy third subnet here. Why I'm doing that? So that you can have a clear idea. I have taught you many times, but I have not told you all the IP addresses. So thought to explain you that one. Fourth subnet. So first I have copied. Now let me copy it, the third 64 IP addresses from that total. So I have copied now the third one, this one, and now we have the last 64 IP addresses, this one. So this is our fourth subnet. So the problem when we do the subnetting, then what happens that our network address and broadcast address are belonging to that network. So earlier it was here network address, right? And broadcast address was this one. something at the last. But this time, if we have divided into the subnet, then obviously the first one will be the network of this one, and the last one will be 63. That will be reserved as a broadcast address. The same thing is going to happen on this one. This will be our network address, and the last one will be our broadcast address. Right? So let me copy and paste, so save the time. And this one, right? So in the third subnet, we are having this as a network address, and in the fourth subnet, we are having this as a network address, and the broadcast address are the last IP address. So these are the reserved IP addresses. And if you observe it, earlier we were having the 254 IP addresses as a usable, but now we are having how many? We are having total 62 on the first subnet, right? So total 62 on the first subnet. And the same thing is going to happen on the second one. We will be having the same count as a 62, right? Count 62 on the second subnet, 62 on the third, and 62 on the fourth, right? So total we are having the now 248 IP addresses, usable IP addresses. Earlier we were having the 254. So when we do subnetting, we lose some of the usable IP addresses. So that's the disadvantage of the IP addresses. But we need it because we have to assign it on the different networks of the router. So that's why we are doing the subnetting. What I have done here, I am just using this 10.1.64 network here, where I'm using, this one. Here I'm using the 10.1.64 network here, this one, here, 10.1.64, right? And so here, this one, this is our first subnet that we are, second subnet I'm using here on this one, okay? And the third one, the third subnet, that 10.1.1.28, that I'm using here, this you observe, that's I'm using here. So second subnet, that is the second subnet I'm using here, all 62 IP address, and the third IP addresses I'm using here, third subnet, right? So now we are, so the maximum part is covered because maximum IPs we were having here in this network, and maximum IP usable IP addresses were in this here, in this network. But what is happening here, here we are having just 2 IP addresses, right? So for that purpose, what I did, I am just using the last one, the first network. Let me delete it to not to confuse you. What I am doing, I am using this network, the first subnet, these IP addresses, but this network was 10.1.0/27, and in this /27 we were having total 62 IP addresses, right? If we keep assigning now, then also we will be having the same error because they are belonging to the same network. If it keep assigning this first IP address, and the most important part, what will be the subnet mask of this one, right? That's a really good question, right? So whenever you are implementing in the real networks, then you don't have to just calculate it by bit and all things. What you can do, you can just simply paste this one in the Google, and that will give you the answer. So subnet calculator, or you can also say the subnet mask calculator. So once you use it here, right? So let's use /27. You see that whenever you're using this /27, it means that that mask is .224, 255.255.255.224. All /27 values will be 224. So this is just an idea. In this 24 you are having 255.255.255.0. When you are having slash 25, you have dot 128. When you have slash 26, it means the subnet mask will be the dot 192. Slash 27 means that subnet mask will be 255.255.255.224. When you are having a slash 28 values, then you will be having dot 240. But the main thing is that your IP addresses, usable IP addresses are changing. Correct. So right now what we are doing, our job is to 10.1.1.0, and right now we are going to do the same thing on slash 27. Let's calculate now. So now in this range we are having the IP address 10.1.0, network address is 10.1.0, usable host IP range is .30. I think I missed something, or why it is happening like that. Slash 27. I think whatever I have taught you, that was actually slash 26, not slash 27. Because if you take slash 27, it means that you are taking the 3 bits, right? Because earlier it was slash 24 and you have taken the 3 bits, the slash 27. So right, so we are having just divided the 4 subnets only, so that will be the slash 26. Correct. So now we are having, this is also a good thing that I did wrong and you learned more. So that's the benefit of doing the things wrong. So now you observe that we have done the slash 26, and in slash 26 we'll be having only 4 subnets. So rather than, I will try to change that one to the slash 26. Let me change it to slash 26 and put calculate now. Yes. So in the slash 26, now it's okay. We are having the first usable IP range from the 10.1.1.1 to 10.1.1.62. So you understand that this is the first network that we did here, right? This is the first subnet, and the usable IP range starts from this 10.1.1 and keep on increasing, and that goes up to how much? Slash 20.62, because the last one is reserved for the broadcast address, and that's the same thing you see here, right? Total number of hosts means that including the network and the broadcast addresses, so that you are seeing as a 64. What is the total number of usable host? That is 62. Means that we are just doing the 62. We are not considering broadcast address and the network address. Correct. And the wildcast mask is 0063, not to worry, and the subnet mask is .192 for this case. And this is the first network, and the same thing is going to happen for the networks. So the first network is 10.1.0, second network is 10.1.1.64, the third subnet is 10.1.1.128, and the fourth is 10.1.1.92. If you go to the Excel sheet and you see the same thing, just focus on the first row and these values only. This one, this one, this one. These are the network address, right? So these are the networks that calculator is talking about: 0, 64, 128, and 192. You see here 0, 164, 128, and 192. And everywhere you can see the IP addresses. It is in the second network, it is going from 65 to 126. You go here, it is starting from 65 and going up to 126. Go down, and that is the usable 126. Same thing is for the third subnet, ending at 190 and starting at 129. Perfect. 129 and 190. So that's the job of our subnetting. But what we are going to do now, we are going to divide further this first subnet. Okay. So first subnet means go to the packet tracer, because we have to use only 2 usable IP addresses. So it is very good idea to just check from the subnet calculator that where do we get the only 2 usable IP addresses. Just have a look. You can't find it here, but I can find it. I know it. Slash 30. Just click calculate and you will observe it. You see that their number of networks are too many. There are too many networks here at the last. You see how many networks we are having here? 64. right? And in each network, all 64 of the possible slash 30 networks, 10.1 dot something, but the usable IP address is only 2 in all cases. You see that number of the usable host are 2. So now what we are going to do, we are further going to divide this slash 26 to slash 30. It means that now you will be having the block of 4 IP addresses. So let me put it like this one. You are having the 4 IP addresses. The first one like this one. And here you are the first and the last is reserved for the network and broadcast address. This is another network. Let me put on another color like this. And this is also network and broadcast address. Same thing again. I can put another color or to just yellow. Why to change? But just that will be just different network. And this will be the broadcast address, network, and this is the broadcast. It means that we are having just one network on this one, right? One network of that one. We are having the total 4 IP addresses. Only two are usable. Only two are usable. The first and last is reserved for the network and broadcast. Correct? The same thing is happening for the second one. If you do not understand this one, please try to do it by yourself. Then only you will try to, not in fact try to, you understand it clearly. So we are having this many of networks. Keep on dividing this one. This we can have the again the same color or this one, right? Let me use a shortcut if it works. Yes, it works. So just you keep on doing, and the same thing is happening for the network and broadcast, and these IP addresses will be the similar to like that one. In those one, these will be the values: network and broadcast, network and broadcast, network and broadcast. They keep on changing. Even if I don't change the color, even then they will be on the different network. But the what is the most important part is the subnet mask. What is going to happen? That we are going to use the subnet mask. So in the first network, what I am using here on here, let me use my pen. Yeah. So here on the network 2, this was our network 2. I am using the network of this one 10.1.1.0 slash 30. If I go to the Excel sheet now, this one 10.1.0 and the slash 30 value. So our usable IP addresses will be this dot 1 and dot 2. So that's what I have mentioned here. Where here that I'm going to use dot 1 here, 1.1 and 1.2, right? You see this one, that 1.2. This was is our third network, and in the third network I'm going to use this IP addresses usable dot 5 and dot 6. What will be the network? Network will be this 10.1.4. I have written 10.1.4 slash 30, and the IP addresses will be 1.5 and 1.6. These are the usable IP addresses 1.5 and 1.6. Let me delete it now. This one, this 1.5 and 1.6. So you keep on using this one. Now we can use dot 9 and 10. Then we can use 13 and 14. Then we can use 17 and 18. They are all belonging to the different network. So now what is going to happen, but we have to take care about the subnet mask. We have to use the subnet mask what is being shown on the your subnet calculator, right? So what is the subnet mask now? You can calculate it by the binary conversion, but I know that you guys are so weak on that one, so that's why I giving you this cheat code or calculator. So we are using slash 30 subnet. Slash 30 subnet means that we have to use dot 252. So now let's try to assign the IP addresses on the interfaces of this router, if we can assign it or not. Yeah. So let me check the show IP interface brief. So I have two IP addresses 10.1.2, 10.1.1, but they are up. So 10.1.12 serial, that is okay, but I have to change this IP address, okay? And I use that one, 1.129, okay? So enable config terminal, and then interface G 0/0, okay? And now I give IP address 19, not 192, that is 10.1.1.129, and that is belonging to the /27. I think that's also wrong. That should be /26. So that should be 192. That 255.255.255.192. Perfect. And now I can put it no shut. And now it's up and it is not giving any error. So but let me correct it because I have done these two wrongs, this one and this one. Okay, so let me no, not this one. I have to delete this one. What is going to delete this one, this and this. 10.1.1 dot, that was I think 128 and /26. Okay, and this was 192 16, no, not 192. I always like 192. 10.1.1 /64, as I remember. That should be /26. Fine. So yeah, perfect. So our this is done, and have we made the serial 010 not up, because we have to make this interface as well up. So let's go to our this interface, CLI, and no, enable config t, and then first I have to go to the IP address of this 010, this IP interface. So interface S010, and the IP address should be 10.1.1.2, and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. Perfect. And no shut. I think I have to change the subnet. I have not changed the subnet of this 1.1, that is a 255.0. So I have to change as well, otherwise they will not communicate to each other because they belong to the different network, right? So interface S01/0. I think that's why they are not up or something. Or let me check. That will also that will be a good example. I have given no shut, but it's still they are showing in the red color, right? Which means they are not communicating. Let me change the subnet mask. IP address 10.1.1.1. IP address is already that, you see that is 10.1, but still they are not communicating. But I will change the subnet mask and they will communicate. 255.252. Oh shut. You see, now they are up. So I think there was one more reason for that one, because they were administratively down. So because of that, I think they were having some issue, because that were administratively down. So that's why it was not communicating. And now they're up, and we have given the correct subnet mask as well. So our this is done. This is we have not given 0/011. So let's give to that as well. Oh, it become large. What is the interface now? Yeah. So interface S011, and IP address is 10.1. What is the IP address? 5. And the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252 and no shut. So our router 2 is done. Exit. Fine. And let me also give the command as write. So it is building the configuration. Did this so do the same thing here? Okay, it is done. Let me do the same thing here because I'm saving the configuration this time. Right, that's perfect. Let's go to the router 3 and we have to give the IP address now, no, and then enable config t, not config t, and the first one 010. So interface serial 0/1/0 IP address 10.1.1. We are going to give 1.6 this time. Dot 6 and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. It looks very boring to you guys. It might be the case. You might be thinking what I'm doing, but why I'm showing you, because some of you might not be so confident in assigning the IP addresses yet, because I know most of you guys are not doing the labs, because once you do practice in the packet tracer you get confident. If you do not do, then just keep watching does not help it too much here. Once you start doing it, then you observe that you forget the command, right? Or you don't know that how to check whether you have assigned the IP addresses or not. So that just comes with the practice. Once you do it, then only you create out, you just ask me or write in the comment, I will get back to you. You only once you raise the doubt, then only your concept is clear. So don't I talk too much actually. Never mind. Interface Z0/1 and this one here, and now I am giving the default gateway for this network. So IP address 10.1.1.65 and this will be 255.255.255.192 because that is the our /26 network. Now we are in this green color, so that is this our /26 and that is a subnet mask, no shut, and that's also up. So this is our right part is done. Let me write it as well. Yep, configuration is saved. And now let me configure this up to the server as well. Okay, I have not configured this part. So interface G0/1 towards bottom. So I have to do config t interface G0/1 IP address. And here I have assigned the IP address 1.9 here and 1.10. So here this side router 1 side it should be 1.9. So IP address 10.1.1.9 and the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. No shut. And here it will be this is done. So let me end it and write, not right, I just trying to change the host name as well. This is our router 1, so let me change the host name as well, not to confuse you, so that you can just, although it's just in the top it shows that's router 1, but here also it will be really good if we change it so you do not get confused. Here I'm going to use router 1. Okay, and so you this now its name has been changed to router 1 and exit and write. So this is router 1 is done. Now let's go to the router 4, and the first job we will do this time to change the host name so that you be in the sync. Enable config terminal host name router 4, and then we go to the interface G, which is this side. Okay, G0/0 this one, G0/0/0, and the IP address will be 10.1.1.8 and the subnet mask will be same Now you might be confident because I have done too many IP address assignment. What is saying? Oh, 252. Bad mask. What is the problem? 10.1. Okay, not 8. That should be 10. You see that I'm assigning the network address and it's showing this bad mask. But actually this 1.8 is actually a network address. If you go to the Excel sheet, where is our Excel sheet? 10.1.8, that is our network address. You see? So that is why it is giving you the error. This one. You cannot use this IP address. So whenever I'm doing things wrong, you learn one thing. Because we learned just by doing the mistakes. So this time I'm going to use the IP address 1.10. 1.10. Perfect. No shut. And here the interface comes up. Now it's a green light. And let's configure G00/1. Interface G0/0/1. Oh, interface G0/0. I'm also tired now. Huh? I have a lot of IP assignments, so I just, and this time IP address will be 10.1.1.13. I see it here this time. .13 and subnet mask will be 255.255.255.252. And let's do it. No shut. This is also up. Let's assign on the server as well. And the server is like our computer. So we will just do the configuration like this one. Okay. So here the IP address will be the 1.14, 10.1.1.14. Subnet mask will automatically take as 255.0 because we are using the 10, but we are using 10.255.255.255.252. Perfect. And what will be the default gateway? Default gateway will be IP addresses of this one, 1.13 of the nearest router. So that should be 1.13. So let's do that as well. 10.1.1.13. And let's save it. Here it is done. Yep, that's done. What about this side? All set. Yep, that's all set. So we have done, no, we have not done the IP assignment on the computers. Let's do here as well. IP assignment 10.1.1.130. I have assigned this IP .130, and what were the default gateway? Default gateway of the nearest router, interface of the nearest router. So that is 1.129. So here also we have to change the subnet mask 255.255.2, no, 192, and here it should be 10.1.1.129. Perfect. So let's close this as well. Desktop, and the IP address of 10.1.1.131. Okay, and the subnet mask will be 255.255.252. What is show? Oh, 10.1.1.131. Subnet mask will be 255. What is happening now? 255.255.25, not 252, sorry, 192. I'm really tired now. It's going to be long. No problem. We will finish RIP as well today. Or I think I should break it. I should make 2 videos. Otherwise, it will be too long. I'm also feeling bored. Otherwise, I will not able to give too much time on the RIP. Although RIP is not in the CCNA syllabus, it has been removed right now, but still I'm telling you because this is very basic actually. So that is 10.1.1.129. Okay, and let's close it. The same thing is here. 10.1.1. 66 255.255.255.192. Let me copy and paste this one, and this will be 10.1.1. The IP address of the nearest router, so that will be 165. That's great. Let's close this as well. Go to this computer. This time I have copied the subnet mask, and this will be 10.1.1.67, and this should be 10.1.1.65. Perfect. So now we have done all the IP assignments. So I will create one more video, so that break it, so that you guys you know don't feel bored. Otherwise I am feeling bored, I'm tired, and you will also get tired. So let's break it, and let's make another video for the RIP. I have saved all the configuration. We'll start from here. Okay, so till that I just do the same thing. Just do the create the packet tracer and create till now. And in the next session, I will configure the RIP, and then we will see the communication. Okay, guys, till that, bye bye.